Hello, my name is Theresa Becchetti, and I am your UC Cooperative Extension Livestock and Natural Resource Advisor covering Stanislaus and San Joaquin counties. I'm going to cover Worksheet 5, the Stream Assessment. The worksheet is part of your Ranch Water Quality Plan template. Worksheet 5 and Worksheet 4, the Pasture and Ranch Assessment, are done at the onset of your ranch planning. The two of these worksheets together provide the fundamental information with information for developing your ranch plan and knowing where you need to go with your water quality. Completing this worksheet and the others in the template will contribute to your overall ranch water quality plan. You will use Worksheet 5 to evaluate your ranch stream water quality concerns. Worksheet 5 looks like this. There's a series of yes and no questions grouped into sections to help you identify potential locations and sources of water quality pollutants from impacts such as sediment, temperature, nutrients, and pathogens. It may also be useful to go back and review information previously presented on fate and transport of these pollutants, as well as a riparian grazing management presentation. Keep in mind as you work through this that site conditions are specific to your ranch. For example, an intermittent creek that only runs through the winter and spring will have different vegetation potential than a perennial system that runs year-round. Let's work through this worksheet with questions and examples so you can complete it for your ranch. The first set of questions focuses on the stream channel and pollutants that can be directly impacted into the channel. To begin with, is there bare soil along the stream banks? The bare soil can be dislodged during rainstorms and transported directly into the stream. Similarly, rising water during a storm event can dislodge sediment and expose bare banks. Following on this, are the stream banks unstable and eroding? Have they over time been retreating, and are there signs of sloughing and bank failure visible, such as in this slide right here? Do streams have the potential to support vegetation, including trees and shrubs? Remember to think back for your site-specific conditions. Look along the stream banks for potential sources of old remnant trees and shrubs to give you an idea. The type of vegetation can be effective in stabilizing stream banks and preventing erosion, such as was done on this creek with establishing willows to prevent that bank from further erosion. What conditions are the livestock stream crossings? Are they dominated by bare soil, like on the top part of this bank? And are they eroding, or are they fairly stable? Do animals cross at will, or are the crossings armored with large cobbles and gravels like on this side of the creek? Or have you created a fence to keep them out of the crossings except for when you purposely cross them through? This can also help protect your stream banks from erosion and from livestock damage. Is grazing the riparian area allowed year-round? Again, do animals go at will throughout the year to the creek, or do you manage with rotational grazing and seasonal grazing and using fencing and off-channel water to distribute livestock away from the stream? Completing this form and the questions will require you to reflect both on the existing conditions of your ranch and how you're managing livestock to assess the stream. A yes, such as on this unstable or eroding banks, simply identifies future steps you might want to take for protecting your creek. For this example, there is both current and historic causes, a C and an H, in this cause form that were creating problems on the stream. Knowing this information gives you an area to protect your stream in the future and think of future projects for water quality. The next section of the worksheet focuses on stream temperature. The aim here is to identify conditions and opportunities that can help reduce stream temperatures, leading to habitat conditions for fish and other in-stream wildlife. First question, are there stream reaches exposed to the full sun, like in this creek? Or are they shaded by trees and shrubs like they are here? Canopy from stream vegetation provides shade and increases in stream temperature that can occur from direct sunlight. Are the streams wide and shallow, like they were in a previous picture for the stream crossings? Wider, shallower streams can result in a greater water surface being exposed to the air temperatures and can heat and cool more rapidly as a result. Channels that are protected from stream banks and vegetation like this one are generally narrower and deeper and have colder water temperatures than do wide, shallow streams. Based on your knowledge and experience of the stream in the region, are there adequate flows in the stream for its channel size? Streams with reduced flow rates and volumes have the potential to have increased water temperature, such as this one later in the season, compared to earlier in the season with more water flowing through the creek having a cooler temperature. Keep in mind that stream flow is different in different regions and with different varying precipitation. As you complete the form, accurately and confidently answering no to each question is the goal, and if that's the case for your ranch, great. If you answer yes, that just simply helps to suggest where you need to focus future efforts to improve your water quality. The last section of the worksheet is evaluating your stream nutrient concerns. The questions are, is there excessive algae growth, such as in this creek here, and is there an unusual color or appearance to the water? These conditions can indicate that nutrients are being delivered to the stream. For this creek, it's during the late part of the season when stream temperature is higher, potentially, and you have less water flowing, and so you have more nutrients causing the algae bloom. Again, completing the worksheet for these questions as accurately as you can, keeping in mind your responses are to help with the next steps in your plan. With this explanation of Worksheet 5, take some time to consider your ranch streams and complete the worksheet for your plan. It will be useful and important to use your ranch maps to make the notes and sources of locations for potential water quality impacts while completing the worksheet. Questions that you've answered no to indicate that you're good to go in regard to managing water quality. Where you've answered yes, you will want to follow up in your plan and explore options and take steps to address locations and protect water quality. Next steps include completing worksheets 6 and 7, completed and future projects, that help you document water quality management projects you have already implemented and plan future projects you have identified and want to pursue. By completing worksheets 4 and 5, you have done the assessment of potential water quality impacts on your ranch, pastures, and streams. Worksheets 6 and 7 will inform the core of past and future projects. Combined, these 4 worksheets and your maps contribute to the near completion of your entire plan. Congratulations for being at this stage of your overall ranch plan, and thank you for your time.
You can find more informative presentations covering ranch water quality topics on the UC Rangelands website, and look for the Water Quality Information Hub or direct your web browser to the URL shown on this slide.